Pain Gaming, as we mentioned, finds themselves on the blue. Ace will take up the red. Richter and Florentino, same bans from the last time, and now this is where the opportunity for both of these teams' bans have a chance to change.
Yeah, as Pain are figuring out what they want to ban. They banned Elsu last game, so I'm expecting them to go for that once again. There's no need to change anything up if it's working for them.
All right, there's the Elsu taken away, so Pain Gaming won't even have an opportunity to get that into their hands. Ace1 now has a choice. Valheim.
No.
Nope.
No, Zephyra, trust me on this one. I've looked at the stats, I've worked it out. Zephyra is the ban.
They heard you through the internet. They listened. And they believed banning out the Zephyra now limits what Pain can get, but they will be able to get the Varus. Ace1 have 2 picks open, and I'd like to see them prioritize getting Fran his Tulin.
I think
E-Buddy.
Annette Tulin would be...
Annette Tulin? Would you feel a little bit... Oh, Liliana instead.
Liliana is pretty good as well.
Liliana on E-Buddy as well.
I would really like Ace1 to pick up a net here, because giving Pain Gaming a net as well on top of that Varus will be demoralizing, to say the least.
We've talked about that Varus Annette combo. It works really well because of the long duration of the Annette stuns. So Varus has a longer period of time to line up her very exact timings and get maximum lifesteal and stun on her own.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind, as Liliana is once again it's still the hover coming through from Ace. I mean, Liliana's a good character in mid, but they still need something to couple Liliana with, and Ryoma is actually a pretty good choice.
They decide to go with the Ryoma and the Liliana, though that leaves the Annette as an option for Pain Gaming and the synergy that it does create with that Varus.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind, because once that Annette does come through, it opens up for Cuff's stun combo with that Bloody Fangs coming through, and that's going to be deadly. Then we also have the opportunity for Annette to kind of disengage the fight if Ace1 do so as well want to go for that one.
I ban. This is side lane Ryoma. I think there's still a jungle to come from Ace1.
Give us in, let me look at the stats. Let me work it out.
Wave your magic statistics, your statistical ball right there.
I see a laptop, but if you see something different from me.
No, it's in vision. He's magical. He said it. He said it yesterday. He's magical. He's got a magic ball, and it just tells him everything he needs to know about stats. Baldum, Raz, locked in for Pain Gaming.
Yeah, so this is them pretty much unchanged. Mana Freeze on the Baldum will have a great time diving into the enemy lines and repositioning them, and Raz is a really good combo with that because it picks people up, moves them around, so you can double combo people far into your back lines.
He's very strong. He picks things up and he puts them down.
So it's going to be Annette and I would say Aram or Aram ban coming through for Pain Gaming, because Ace1 haven't secured himself as support as of right now. Actually, Team is open as well, so Team could be a potential ban.
Let's talk about that Valheim pick though, because Ace1 can potentially benefit a ton from the Valheim in the bot lane. They lost pretty decisively in the early game last game due to a lack of team coordination backing up their side lane. A Valheim doesn't need so much support.
Oh, that's a Murad ban.
Respecting the Murad from game number 1, Ace1 decides to take it away. Now, Pain Gaming has the opportunity here to ban out supports, reduce the pool of what could go against the Baldum. Do you feel that Annette is the play in this one?
I think they're going to ban, yeah, there it is. So Annette ban's going to be coming through. I would imagine Pain Gaming going for the team in next, because that would make the most sense. Take those 2 supports out of the hands of Ace1, and they're going to be left with, what is it, Crashed?
Yeah, I actually wouldn't bet. I actually would bet they take away the Crash as well, just because LATAM. But I want to take a moment to talk about Raz's moving company, because Baldum Raz is a really fun duo combo because they can carry people so far away combined that they can reposition individual targets like that Valheim deep into a backline. If Pain Gaming drafts something in their own side lane with the strong potential to punish people that are out of position, a few more stuns, I think they're guaranteed a victory here.
Well, the last 2 bans have been completed. Nekroth as well as Aram are taken off the board for Ace1 and Pain Gaming respectively, which now leaves support options available. Ace1 could select this now, or they could wait to see what works best with the 4-5 of Pain.
That is true, but keeping in mind, kind of to the point what TJ was saying, Pain Gaming still have the Superman option available for them. So if they want to get the Superman as well, that'd be a lot of knockbacks coming through.
That's not a moving company. That's a fully fledged corporation. You've got multiple branches at that point because the Superman can push people even further. And that's why Chugnar wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Thane, though, would also provide some counter, the ability to go head-to-head against the Baldum.
Yeah, Thane will have a pretty good displacement for themselves to utilize and also push back people away from Valheim. So Wonder Woman and Violet are getting hovered over.
And what do you have now? You've got the Baldum, you've got the control of the Raz, you've got the front line of the Wonder Woman. What better way to round out that composition than to have a backline threat? Violet looks to be the case here for Pain Gaming.
I asked for them to have both stun and punish to back up the moving company in the front lines. There's a big stun, and there's the punish.
Yeah, it looks to be a pretty good combination for now. I mean, you have Wonder Woman with the Braces of Submission into Varys stun coming through from Bloody Fangs, and all the while tactical fighters have been fired left, right, center, while dealing a lot of damage throughout these fights. So I'd see Pain Gaming having a pretty good fighting lineup, and if it's any notice of what the previous day was shown, is LATAM likes their fighting style.
Yeah, and this is all about the team fights for Ace1.
Oh.
You know what they could do?
They could pick...
And I don't think they're going to do it. Leave Ryoma in the jungle, draft like a Crester Zenial. Get yourself, if this is going to be a team fight game, get yourself a major team fight ult to back up against the full engage.
A Zenial wouldn't be a half bad AD here, because a Zenial would provide that extra damage reduction onto the Valheim.
But I don't think they're going to do it.
I don't... Would the Zenial be would the Zenial be what they need? Because they don't have anything right now to get to the backline of Violet. Yeah, they've got Ryoma and Liliana, but it's not enough.
They're not going to get that, though. There's no pick in the universe that can do them. That's why I considered maybe the Crash, because that gives them a one-way ticket into the backlines. But more likely, this is going to be an extra dive for the jungle, and they're going to hope that that works out. And I don't like it because there's so much defense.
And there's too much coordination between Pain Gaming as well.
The question still stands, how are they going to do anything? Because who is Kriknak going to dive? Raz is going to be there in the front line anyway, and Violet is more than likely going to be tactical firing forward.
So something that we actually haven't seen as much this season because it hasn't been as relevant is one of the biggest key factors, or one of the most key descriptions of Latin American gameplay was that Latin American players have been very, very good about understanding the importance of a flanking assassin. You think about Angra last season in his Irie and what he was able to do in flanking in team fights. While yes, there are plenty of things on the Pain Gaming side that could stop that, something that Latin American players are known for is the knowledge of how patiently to wait on the side to make sure that they get on the back line. Not saying it's going to happen. It is a stretch, but this is something that this region is known for. Someone like someone like Flex could potentially exploit that.
You know who's known for that in this game, though? It's Ankara, and it's certainly not Ace1. Ace1 have never been a team. Back when they were Assassin's Creed last season, they've never been a team that was especially good at getting the big flanks out. They've always been more focused on the team play and the team fights. This season, they're losing badly in the team fights, and they haven't yet demonstrated that they have any other additional layers to that.
Well, they have an opportunity now to see. I'm still not sold on the team composition, though. It looks like a lot of little pieces that you're trying to fit together, but it's just not working.
It's like me with Lego.
The problem is I don't see Ace1 scaling throughout the game. I see Pain Gaming having a kind of better early, mid, and late game. Because early game, they have an incredible composition to just go and invade. Ace1, what are they going to respond with? Valheim's not going to be of any use, basically, in a team fight, besides a couple of auto attacks coming through.
It's a really good averaged composition. It doesn't have a power spike, and against some teams, that would be a problem, because you can draft a dedicated early, a dedicated mid, or a dedicated late game composition and punish that. But Ace1 haven't done that. No, I got it, don't worry. Here you go, here's your pen.
Thank you.
No problem.
I appreciate that. Maybe you should, never mind, not gonna go there. Game number 2 is starting in the Latin American region. Pain Gaming finds themselves up a game over Ace1.
Oh, Ace1, though, they're gonna start off with a little bit of aggression. Pain 1, take a little bit of poke and deal a little bit of damage to Fran, who's gonna be forced to back away, but Ace1 are gonna go for the invade. Yeah,
so Ace1 don't have a dedicated, very, very strong moment in their composition, but their one hope would be the early game. Did the Baldum just invade and kill the Valheim?
Okay, Flex did get the opposition buff.
Did
Pain Gaming,
Boldum just invade and kill the Valor? I'm hung up on this.
TJ. Yes, TJ.
Really?
Oh, what Fraser ended up being? How do you get that far? What? What is Pain Gaming?
I'm really hung up on that. I just...
What's happening?
Okay, Mana Frieze saw an opportunity. Look, he saw his one chance, and he didn't just seize it, he seized all the opportunities.
He's like, wait, hold up, guys. I know what we need. I'm not usually getting kills because I'm a support player. This is my chance to shine. Goes for the kill and does get it.
I have a jungle Boldum build I can share.
Oh no, please don't.
It's not good.
Is it Clave's Sanctine to Muramasa?
Well, it starts with Loki's curse.
Okay, let's skip that segment of the script for now. And let's talk about the game at hand. Because Ace1, they have one kill in the beginning of the game. Because last game they got it a little bit later on. This time around, a little bit more equal in terms of kills and objectives straight off the bat. Spirit Sentinel goes into the hands of Ace1.
Mana Frieze was lurking in the bush though. He's again functioning as a way to scare back Fran. That's what they're really looking for, because those early picks into Fran deny the early game advantage Ace1 built into their composition. The Valheim is their early game secret.
Yeah, but Valheim needs to keep in mind that Abyssal Dragon is up, so teams are going to be looking for that and rotating down bottom.
Here's the Abyssal Dragon itself under focus. All the Pain Gaming are committed to it.
Metal! Wow, he goes down low, which means Pain Gaming now have to keep in mind that they cannot utilize him. Angra has secured Abyssal Dragon as Daldion. He's going to be running away from this one. Angra is running as well. The tactical fire is going to be there for a little bit of poker. But for either the toss, and Justly is going to initiate in, but that's a little bit too much for him. He's once again going to be brought back in, and Justly goes down. The disengage. Oh, the toss flexes no more. Oh, wait a second. He gets away once again. What is happening? Wild Prison is going to be off target. Ace, somehow they lose that fight.
Welcome to Mana Frieze's moving company. They don't have a schedule. They're open 24 hours a day.
It's not even that, but Daldion as well. He pulled him back. It was like, I'm gonna toss you, and then Wonder Woman was like, hold up a sec, you need to come here. And then once more, Mana Frieze is there, and he's like, wait, let me just grab you and toss you again.
Yeah, I saw him. He was thinking about real cooling. He was thinking about backing up. Anger overextends. He's right back in there. Oh!
Well, there's the toss again. Justly goes over the shoulder and back towards his team.
There's so many scoops you could open an ice cream store. Too much of a stretch? All right.
That's a totem, not a scoop. How would you, tell me, how would you actually, you know, put ice cream as on a totem?
I'd try really hard if it was my only option. That's the only answer I have for you.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work, TJ.
Mana Frieze is not needing to put ice cream on his totem, though, because he's putting the blood of his enemies on it with some very aggressive play into the enemy jungle, oftentimes opening these fights with full committals underneath tower. That should be punished, particularly by eBuddy with his blinding light for a stun. But as you can see, when Flex full commits, Mana Frieze is so far ahead, they just can't do it.
Yeah, he is indeed ahead, and with him being ahead, that means Pain Gaming have the opportunity to go for the rotations and secure themselves the objectives.
And Pain do exactly that, continuing to power farm Angra, getting him a Spirit Sentinel, getting him mid-wave. This Abyssal Dragon's Ace only hope back in.
Oh, there's a braces of submission coming through. Pain, Daldion, he gets the objective, and now Pain Gaming, they're looking for the kills and the blood of the enemies as Ace1 is on the retreat path as Sage Golem is gonna be caught on the crossfire of this fight. Pain, they're still giving chase. Wonder Woman is not even in the fight. Pain Gaming don't need him. Fran is gonna get pushed around by Metal. What is happening as eBuddy is now in a little bit of trouble, finds himself in the midst of 4 enemies, backs away over the wall, and Pain Gaming get a small camp on top.
It's an excellent combo. You use either the Boldum or the Raz. Either one has so much repositioning. Oh my god, that lifesteal.
Hello, ZRK runs away from the 4 members of Ace Gaming who were rotating towards the red buff.
Many people don't understand why Varus is so powerful. It is that lifesteal you just saw. Every use of the Bloody Kiss, that big AoE circle strike that happens every 4 attacks, you get so much lifesteal, particularly if you have multiple people on it during a team fight. That was only 2 targets. If he gets 3, well, he's almost unkillable.
Yeah, that's why Varus is such a strong character, even in the late game. Is in those team fights, you have the chance to hit multiple targets, and if you're on low HP, that is going to be such a potent thing to have on your kit, is being able to heal up in mid-fight.
I want to highlight eBuddy though, because he's been doing a decent job staying alive, not dying. Finding a lot of pressure for his team. No kills, but he's trying his hardest and doing a lot of the team's damage, responsible for the vast majority of the damage on the only kill they did get. So, if he continues on that track, he can maybe relieve some of the pressure on his allies.
That is an interesting wild prison coming through, as Ace1 is now going to initiate onto Pain Game. Daldian is going to get knocked up. There's going to be 1-on-1 coming through. That's a perfect setup for Bloishet, a submission, but it does not get used just yet. Actually, doesn't have it currently. So they were looking for kills, but they did not find him in the top, and now the tower is going to be in jeopardy for the side of Ace1.
Yeah, Ace1 need to back up. The tower's guaranteed gone.
Indeed it is. Pain Gaming, they're gonna go forward with those tactical fires and the poke coming through from Angora as well. Violet is such a potent one in taking those towers down. There's the King's Glory coming. Oh, hold up a sec. Daldion is incredibly low HP there, but he's gonna be able to back away from this one as Pain, they're gonna be on the retreat.
Look at how quickly Pain made that call. The second they realized that they can't take the tower, they do a 180 and get out of there. A more aggressive team like Ace, or a more coordinated team that wasn't Ace1's position, would have been able to get much more off of that. The second they call for the King's Glory, the rest of the team needed to be pushing forward.
Oh, Fusok's gonna get caught out here. There's the auto attacks coming through from CK. Oh, the Wailing Plate's gonna be off target. Wailing Plate is gonna be there. Spectral Arrow for good measure as well, as ZRK is running back and forth as that Varus. A lot of damage on his hands.
Rough that the Wailing Blade missed because, well, that was his only chance to slow down the fight, and he lost so much HP. Thankfully for him, the rest of his team was there to make up for the mistake, and Ace1 are doing a much better job of staying in this game.
They are doing a better job than in game 1. It's 8 minutes in. Oh, never mind.
But
Varus is gonna be there.
If you leave the jungle monsters with exactly 1 HP, you won't get it.
Yeah, that tends to happen, you know. They disappear magically.
Robbed, stolen away. Pressure onto the mid tower. This is the wild prison for zoning. It's very powerful 4-tower takes on the bottom. I love it for that use.
Yeah, but it didn't kind of zone anybody out right now as Fusok gets taken down on the bottom side of the map. Pain Gaming are looking for a fight in the middle of the map. Jastly is going to allow low HP. He's going to be pushed and pulled, and everything in between. King's Glory has been popped while Angora gets the kill. Fraser gets taken down. There's Angora on the retreat. The tower is still up, but finally Angora finishes it off. eBuddy is going to be running away. The lasso does not connect, but they do not even need it because Angora's damage is enough to finish him off.
Angora built the Claw of Sanctity within like the first minute of the game. We're now at the 8th minute, and he's got most of the complete build for Violet. Claw of Sanctity into Omni Arms. He's just chunking.
Oh, bye-bye France, says Angora once again, and the tower is going to be in jeopardy as well. Jastly is going to be going in. There's going to be the knockoff coming through, and the tower has fallen. So that's the first high ground going down. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we're going to have another kill going down. Flex has gone off, and Fusok is going to be running away from this one. Daldion is going to give the chase. Pain Gaming are looking to dominate the enemy jungle, and they get just what they come for.
If you want to take a look at the cool little synergy things that Pain are doing, they use that Bracelets of Submission for the speed boost and shield onto both Daldion and Angora to try and chase the kill.
And the Freezer is going to be going forward. There's the Wild Person coming through. It's going to lock down things, so he's going to be coming out of that any second now. Jastly comes back up, and Fries is going to be there. And there's eBuddy on that back line, stealing whatever damage he can, but it's not going to be enough for now as Pain Gaming are looking to control once again how this game will be going. And they are going to back away for now because Dark Slayer is up.
This is the right call. Go for the Dark Slayer. End the game. This is Pain Gaming's ticket to victory.
And once again, the Abyssal Dragon is going to be in the cards for Ace1 as they prioritize that objective over everything else on the map.
Oh, Abyssal Dragon up for grabs. Ace1 the primary focus in a way back into the game.
I don't absolutely like the shot calling there coming through because then Rage Abyssal is now half HP. Angra comes in, and that's going to be the buff going on to the hands of Pain Gaming. Actually, Fusedock's going to be running over the wall. They did not get the buff there as Pain Gaming are going to get the Dark Blessing buff there as well. That's a nail in the coffin for the side of Ace1. They're going to be in the fight here now as they're being thrown left, right, and center. Meanwhile, Dragon has been summoned in the middle of the map, which means middle lane is going to be in jeopardy. Flex and the rest of Ace have retreated back to base.
That is very rough. The only way back is perfect wave clear from here on, and it's got to come from Fran from the back lines.
Yeah, Fran is putting down those auto attacks as that Valheim coming through. Jastly once again gonna get caught out. He's being pushed, pulled, and everything in between. Flax does go in, gets down Metal, and that's gonna be Raz out of the equation for this upcoming push. Daldion comes in as the Wonder Woman gets the sword up, but the shield wasn't. Oh, Fran takes a lot of damage from Angra's poke coming through. There's once again the totem pull coming through, and Fraser once again on that Baldum makes all the plays happen. Pain Gaming are looking to secure the game right here and right now. They still have 8 seconds before the members come up. Fran is low HP, he goes down to Angra, and so does the base because Ace1 have been dominated throughout this series. Pain Gaming, they are in full control.